Another 2 weeks after, his safe at the car road was broken. Some money carted away. So one of the days, he now drove to the church. I was at 123 car road at that time. He came into the he couldn't see me as my wife, and he'd like to see me. I should come and see him. And he directed this house to my wife because I went to his office. I never knew his house at that time. And so when I went and met him, that was how I began to
your relationship.
Yes. Suddenly, there was this program he wanted to do for, in memory of, I love this radio, is Memories.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
He was doing a program in memory of the late
yes.
father of
yes, then governor.
Yes.
In fact, that's how he himself eventually went to the House of Reps.
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes,
remember something Agric.
Yes.
Where did we do that? What did you do? Where did we do that event? Do you remember?
No, it was at a Women Development Center.
Okay.
Yes. He said that man had the first master degree in agriculture, and from this part of the world, and he was an agriculturist, and he was so much interested that we got it somewhere like that. He said those hospitals should be modernized. So he tried to do a program bringing the governor in, and truly the governor do come to that program, and it was a wonderful event. I believe to the day.
Absolutely.
So that was that program that from day now started to believe in me, started to know that I can speak with him. So I try to advise from there. He now vents into politics. That's how I
So you have okay, that means you even met him before he went into politics.
Yes.
Oh.
In fact, I met him before 1999.
1999, I've already become governor. No, okay, 1999 is when I get it. So, that's why I like to call him always Kaya. I hope I got that name right. Ilkaya. Why are your names like that?
It's like that. No, Arab people are very unique.
So I'm also unique. Okay, good. Comfortable. Okay, so your relationship with Barfield, knowing the way things go in Akwa Ibom, especially in Uruan, where we're here today, tomorrow we're not there. Did you ever have a break in your relationship?
Well, actually, I have not. I haven't gotten any break with Barfield. Even though he left a party I supported, PDP, to another party, Barfield was Barfield to me. Barfield was Barfield. His brothers can attest to this. I argued with him, confronted him, even in his house. And I would say we'll be going back, coming back, calling him, talking with him. So, in fact, until he's dead, I was not having a problem or a breakout from him. Only that we were not working in the same political affiliation because I supported PDP and he was really involved in the APC. Remember when he invited me and we want to contest in APC as a senator in APC, I really advised him not to go out from there. But it was not really.
But why would you do that? Why did you advise him?
I advised him because I saw he was not going to have that.
Because it's APC, or because he was not popular?
Barfield was popular, but because when you are seeing it, I saw it. In fact, I saw those who are going to be lined up. I used to see it. So I told him, I'm not seeing you making it. I even made a witness with me, Faithful Hukun, to go to his house. I told him, I am not seeing him becoming a senator in this platform, and I should leave it for now. But he was not, he's a man of his way.
Absolutely. Okay, so Dr. Hilkaya is on the program with me. By the way, I told you this is Interview on Demand, and we are tonight at the very first edition of the program. This first leg of the program, we're focusing on the man Basi Effiong, aka Barfield, who's been to heaven already. It's there with his Lord, and will be going on instead on Friday. Okay, so as I told you at the beginning stages of the program, we're supposed to be three of us, all three of us, members of the CPC, Central Planning Committee, for the funeral. And that person, beautiful woman, wonderful woman, great friend of Barfield's, has also joined us now. Barrister Uduakefeom is on the program. Many thanks for joining us. I knew the committee meeting will keep you. They will hold you back. And Reverend didn't come to the meeting. You know, that's why he came early. You know, so welcome to the program, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, all.
Yes, sure. So when did you meet Bafil? Do you remember?
Yeah, precisely in our university days.
Oh.
Yeah, we were together, though he joined us as a matured student. But I met with him since 1994. Yeah, we were together at University of Uyo.
Yeah, I remember, of course.
And you too.
Absolutely, I remember. I
And
remember
all them
of
with
those.
Pastor Isen.
Yeah, absolutely. Who was national president at
Exactly.
that time.
So that is when I knew him. He's been a brother. I must confess, missing him or him leaving us somehow. I'm really missing him.
How did you know that he had gone? He was dead.
Yeah, the message got through to me since February precisely. In fact, a brother of his, Dr. Ayo, called me and asked me, Pastor Doc, have you heard what is happening to Bafil? I said, no. He said, your brother is gone. I said, how? Just like that? Because I know, I think 2 years ago, a call like that came through and they said Bafil was dead. I called him personally and he didn't answer. Then later he called and said, it's not him, it's his brother. So when the brother called me this time around, I couldn't I said it's true for his own blood brother to call me to break that story. And it was very early in the morning, so that day wasn't that bright again for me. Because I least expected a man of
Yeah, politically, you know, he was a political, if you like, we call him Desmond. He played politics, whether on the platform of PDP, whether on the platform of APC. He just played politics. You encountered him too politically.
Yeah, definitely. I could say he's one of my political mentors in Iran. I could say it vividly, without mixing words. He's somebody that, if you have any time of sitting down with him, listening to his own way of reasoning, you know that he's an icon. He's somebody that one has to get associated with. So I see him as one of my mentors in Iran when it comes to politics.
Fantastic. Let's stay on with that, Barrister Oefeom, before I go to Doctor. Talk to me quickly about a particular instance, something you remember, something he said, something he did.
Second tenure. No, I didn't have an opportunity of meeting with him because by then I was in law school. Thereafter, I resident in Lagos while he was at Abuja. But I knew 2, 3, 4 of my friends from different federal constituency. You know, politically, if you belong to a particular constituency, you limit your scope of assistance. But in Bafil's case, he didn't. These 3 friends of mine, one happens to come from Ikotobasi, one Mbalini, one from Ikotepene. He engaged him in job. Nitel. In fact, during his campaign, I was like surprised seeing people coming up, waking up, telling him, sir, you've not remembered our faces, but I am that person that you gave a job at social place. I am that. So at the time, people were like, wow. So an Iran man could do such a thing. When a lot of people didn't know that he was. In fact, during his campaign time, I think we had about 2,576 people he engaged in work. That was a very big.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
To the point they even called him an old one.
Yes.
That is it. And that was Bafil.
Okay. Let's bring on Dr. Eliat about his life, about the moments you spent with him. What do you remember?
So many things. So many things I remember from in Bafil. So many. One, he valued people that knows what to do. He valued, if you know what to do, Bafil will value to the extremes of. Bafil has been, like he mentioned, my sister just mentioned about giving jobs. Was one of the best. We stand to be corrected now. That he was one of the best.
Yeah, if people debate that, they need to come and show us who's better.
Even the house members at that time, during the late and the better of Bafil late mother, they congratulated him that he has done above the expectation in exchanging their job. They don't know the magic for him to do that, but he has done more. So that's how I remember him. Scholarships, Bafil But you know, Bafin was not really loved.
Is he loved now?
Let me say that.
Is he loved now?
You know what I'm trying to say?
No, but is he loved now?
He's loved.
Now.
People are announcing the value. That he has
Because he's gone.
Detached from them. You know why they not? Because he was not a flamboyant kind of a person. That's I will remember. He was a man that would be giving you something that if you mention it's just like you are killing him. But people who now want to feel he's not doing well. But he was. In fact, I mentioned it and say it again now to the public. Among all the politicians I've worked with, go closer to, it's only by fear that when he comes and look at your faces and you come inside and say how many are there, and will give transport. Those times, I'll be also going to other places. It will not be happening like that. I asked somebody one day, he said, now they say Bafil is not giving to people. Now what are you seeing here? Compare Bafil to all. Can you say anything? He said, my brother, that is it. But why is Bafil not celebrated in this way? He said, because he doesn't shout. In the campaign, he will not mention. In fact, you know, I was his manager. I introduced him to politics. I've talked about politics. So I became the leader of Bafil in politics. Because when he did that thing to Bonfito, his late father.
Okay, the thing he did for Bonfito, yes, so his father.
So I felt so moved and encouraged him. I even moved him to see Okwiko that time.
Okwiko
that time.
Oh, Okwiko.
Chief in the band.
An Oran man?
Yes, Oran man. That man that was, if you want to sit on a man who knows how to speak.
Okay, not do you run.
No, he was the clan head of the late clan head of Northern Iran before this president won.
Oh, Okwiko. I haven't heard that before. Okwiko.
In NPC, is it which party? What something became the national chairman. He contested the election nationally. Basi Yapan, you should know Basi Yapan.
Basi Yapan.
Yes.
Was the
former a permanent secretary before he became.
I think at some point he was he wasn't the one who was chairman of Oduye.
He was the chairman of Oduye.
Okay.
That was a quick call. He was the one who people knows in this area as the one who knows how to speak.
Yeah,
well.
sure.
Yes. So I moved him to see him and he met him. And from there his political light was
yeah.
And he continued to come out.
But is it a particular thing you remember of him saying to you something that you can never forget?
Yes. One, Owo no nana.
Owo.
Nana.
Oh.
It's a word I would never.
Owo no nana.
Yes.
What's that meaning?
That people are ready.
That's good people. Yes. Scarce.
Okay. See people that are working. That's why I was talking about value. I mean, I'm looking for that. Two, we sitting down from Rand. He was a self-made man. He wants somebody to carry something in his hand, but somebody is not feeding himself or not eating, or doing well, but he will be concerned. So I know him as a man who has a heart for people. And another thing I remember about Phil was during the time Oran was not really recognized in politics again, but Oran was victimized. By Phil's now said, this Oran will come out. This Oran will come out. And today, that what he was the challenge he was pushing down, pushing up and trying to fight. We now have a senator from Oran. So Oran is coming up. He was a fighter, but he tried to push.
That's the word, fighter.
Yes.
We'll come to that in a moment.
But he tried to push Oran up, push forward Oran. He don't want to allow Oran to go down. In any meeting, he would just
absolutely. That's what I feel. Bafil as the fighter, was the fighter. Surely you have some things to say about that.
Yeah, it is. Even in his demise, there was a project he was really handling. If you observe Ibibio in Akwa Ibom, I don't know what I can describe. Ibibio are no longer there. Ibibios are like, initially we were the Akpan. But now if you notice Ibibio...
You have ruled the state since 1999. You've ruled the state for 18 years and you're saying this.
No. We have to set everything on base. Just watch what is going on politically in Akwa Ibom. Ibibios are no longer there. How many Ibibio man can you mention as being millionaire? That if something happens now, they say they need like 10 billion, Ibibio man will come up with nothing, nobody. But Bafil was like sitting down, within this period before he was his demise,
yeah.
he was like, what can I do? I have to revive the Ibibius again. In fact, there is Excellency Sam Ewan can testify to what I am saying. When I was just privy to be in their meeting, I think I went to see him. So fortunately, he was with His Excellency Sam Ewan, and they were talking about the way he was analyzing things, putting things. Sam Ewan was like, yes, it's true. If we could do this way from Abuja, we could be able to. I don't know if you understand me, you know? So, man, honestly, like a bush, I just don't know. I feel like crying again, but God will not let me cry here. Another thing I want to add to my brother saying about Bafil is there's this special light insect type people are using, devoid of national grid, devoid of this and that and that. If incident type people fail to attempt to give Bafil the last honor, then they're nowhere, they're not doing it.
Is it about incident type? Why are you leaving Uruan?
No, I'm coming because he was, you know, by then he was a reps representing
everyone.
Yes. And the only closed local government within which he could bring that light was insert time. And he was thinking if he goes back as a senator, he'll be able to bring it down to Uyo via Uran and things like that. But unfortunately, it didn't go through. The other salient issue I know about Bafil is that Bafil wasn't a type that you just say you have a problem of 50,000 naira. Bafil will give you 40,000. No. Bafil was a type that will give you a net, take you to a river, and show you how to make your own fish. Probably that was what made Bafil not to be popular like every other person. Because I used to say, what is empowerment? Empowerment is not something that you say, I have a problem of 200,000, somebody gives you 200. Is that empowerment? Automatically, it's not. Empowerment is giving you something that even after paying whatsoever bill you're owing, you still have something to sustain you. And that was Bafil for us. Michael Bush, if you were privy, and I know you did, have an encounter with that man called Basi Effiong Etam, you know that Uran is really missing somebody.
Yeah.
I must confess, we are really missing an icon.
Yes, and talking about that, you think Uran have rallied around him? Uran have honored him in death. I don't know, I don't want to ask you whether Uran honored him while he was alive, but now that he's gone, will you say, because you alluded to Nsiretai just a moment, now let's start from home. Have Uran people come together to honor him?
Yeah, I want to believe so. I want to believe so because in each of the meetings, the chairman, you know, we have a representative in Uran. It cannot be honored by all
everyone, yeah.
If there's a few of us that are here,
we are Uran,
we are from Uran. Most of the committee members are Uran. When they call for meeting, we let go whatsoever we are doing to attend the meeting just to give him the final honor. So we recognize him, we honor him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it's very good thing you have said, because I would not have answered that question like that, not being pleased with what I've seen so far. But it's a very wonderful way to answer, because I mean, at the point of death, you try to mobilize people, try to bring people together. So I thank you, especially Barisola Effiong, for that perspective. But between you now and Dr. Eliata, I want us to take out a moment or two and thank the non-Uran members or even leaders of the committee, of the Central Planning Committee. If you know them, you just mention them and thank them particularly, because I mean, they have no reason to be there, but they have honored, in fact, they have honored Bafil in death than most Uran people would do. Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying they don't have reason. They have reasons.
Absolutely.
I can even name the reasons, but I thank them so much.
Absolutely.
I thank them so much, like Senator
Aloseto,
a friend
PhD.
of Bafil.
Yeah, sure.
A friend of Bafil. They enjoy together, they work together.
Bernard Udo, wonderful friend. He's the chairman of the Central Planning Committee.
A very wonderful friend.
Yeah.
I remember everything they do, or they did that time, they work together. So I believe they robbed themselves.
Okay.
Then the only person that I may not really know benefit or share in common with Bafil was
the former governor of Ogun State and former governor of River State.
Since Bafil was saved.
That's, by the way, we need to mention his name. Elder Group Captain Simon retired. Yeah.
Simon, I wanted to mention.
Yeah, His Excellency.
He's the one I don't really know how is the life of Bafil really affected or his life affected by fear. But he's a band that.
But still, we need to thank them.
Thank him very well.
Yeah, I could say His Excellency Sami Wang had been Bafil's political mentor when it comes to Uyo senatorial cadre. Because there's nothing Bafil will do without telling him. In fact, he seems to know a lot about even Bafil's family, Bafil's career, Bafil's this and
Absolutely.
that and that. And when we started this thing, it was him.
Absolutely, who was chairman?
Everything was him.
Absolutely.
Not until this period where we lost our amiable governor's wife that he needed to be there.
Absolutely.
So that was when he bring Right Honorable Bernard Udo to chair. So he's been there. In fact, he's not tired. Even when Bernard Udo is chairing, he would have said, okay, let's move to Right Honorable's place, presidents for the meeting.
No,
But no, he still says no. So everything that has to do with Bafil for His Excellency is always number one.
Okay.
You've mentioned about distinguished Senator Lois Yusetuk. We talk about Dr. Enefi Okedem. I say thank you. Even the church members.
Absolutely.
That has been there.
The Reverend Joshua Ekberikwe.
Yeah,
great guy.
I thank them.
Yes.
There are numerous people not from Uran origin that are
Even
there.
the chairman, the secretary of the committee.
The secretary,
Yes.
Augustine Mutok. No, we thank God.
Yeah.
Appreciate all of them.
You know, I think that's.
Is he not from Uran?
No.
Oh, no, not sure.
Secretary.
No, not sure. I'm not sure.
He's not.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He wants to claim it Northern Iran now.
Accustomed.
You think he comes from Northern Iran?
Accustomed is
Because that's what happens
from
with
Northern too.
you have started.
Accustomed
He's not from Iran.
So he's not from Uran. Oh my God.
Yes, people like to corner people. Okay, so and
But
doctor.
Michael Bush, please don't blame him. Do you know why he wants to corner him too? Because the Uran people produce more lawyers.
Okay, absolutely.
More elite and erudite people. You feel that they're all in Uran.
That's not my friend long time. So I thought he's not from Uran.
Okay,
He's back for the first time.
I needed also to take out time and thank both of you, and thank Dr. Eliata, and then you, Dr. Tomorrow, Barrister Oroafiong. You know, I like the way you answer your questions. You know, just now you have given us another perspective. Even as the chairman of the publicity subcommittee, I didn't even know. You said that it's when the governor's wife died, that is when His Excellency Elder Group Captain Sami Wang retired, moved on. Wow, this woman. We should send her to political office. She knows how to say things.
He was with us from the beginning.
Absolutely, yeah.
Even when little problems set in, he was still managing us.
Absolutely.
Even when some of us were like
Dissolve this thing. Absolutely.
he was still begging.
He would call.
Individually.
Yes, he would call.
Begging.
He will call
Yes. Calling individually.
and saying,
Yes.
You know.
We should not back out. So we should cover ourselves nakedness. I know he was there.
Yeah,
He's still
fantastic
there and he will
gentleman.
continue being there for us.
Okay, you just joining us. We here. It's interview on demand. Something started afresh by Bush House, Nigeria. By the way, 20 questions returned to radio today, and the next 48 hours will be returning to TV in a big way on DSTV, channel 258. So make a date to listen to or to watch 20 questions on DSTV on ADBN. Channel 258 on Wednesday. I remember the time is at 6 p.m. No, 11 a.m. I think so. Just get the time for me, so I'll put that out. Okay, so we're going to take a short break from discussing the funeral arrangement for the homegoing, if you like, of Right Honorable Basi Effiong Bafil. That will culminate on Friday. Friday is the 6th. Yeah, the 6th of December 2024 in Uyo, Nigeria. Just take this short break. We're back in no time. Please stay tuned. still celebrating the life. Yeah, we're still celebrating the life of a great one Akwa Ibom Nigerian African man, Right Honorable Elder Basi Efiong Etem, aka Bafio. You know, he started selling petroleum products in gallons, and then just before you say Jack Robinson, he'd gone to own tankers and filling stations. Was a petroleum magnate, was a business mogul, was a politician of note, was in the House of Representatives for Uyo, Uwan, Nsiretai, and Ibis Constituent Federal Constituency for all of 2 terms. I think he started in 2003. And also repeated 2007, tried again 2011. Oh my God! And yeah, it's just nice. Today, my name is Michael Bush. This interview on demand is a special production of Bush House Nigeria. We are here playing host to some members of the Bafil Funeral Planning Committee, Central Planning Committee. There is Dr. Ilkaya Eliata, and there is Barrister Olorefio. Thank you for staying with us. Now, so let's look at D-Day Friday. What's going to be happening on that day? What do we tell people about that day, and where would the event be holding?
Well, you already said it.
Yeah.
That it's going to be at Shelter Free Field. And for me, I'm prepared for that day. And I've told many people that I've met in having contact. But I know people will come en masse because, you know, Bafil has really touches the life of people.
Yeah.
Especially those he employed. You know, Bafil has employed across the board, as he said. She said, I don't feel there's any local government service or many federal constituency depending on this local government.
Absolutely.
Bafil has not touched because of his friends. He was a deputy chairman or vice chairman of federal character, and used an opportunity to influence a lot of things for our people. Like he told me one time in his office that, Reverend, I don't like to be selling my positions. I have things that are taken for money. But when it comes, I would rather request it for an opportunity to do to somebody. And that was what he did. Because there is he was a certified money laundering
yes, anti-money laundering expert.
Expert. In fact, #1 in Nigeria, and he was so respected in the National Assembly. So I believe those he has really impacted will come. The families will come. Some of them are directors now in ministries. Some of them are, I don't know if we have a permanent secretary yet, but they are very good people in ministry. In Uran, I believe Uran is coming out to commiserate with him and to
honor him.
And, by the grace of God, I believe you, Msaratai, we're supposed to them, and all of us will be there. So I'm inviting everybody, to come out to see, go to witness the last respect given.
Okay. Doctor, you need to start immediately preparing how you're going to speak Ibibio, because as soon as I come, we speak Ibibio and we round off this leg of the program. But let me go to Barrister.
I should prepare.
You should know now. Let me go to Barrister and ask her the same question before we start the Ibibio leg of the program. Barrister, Friday is here, the 6th of December, from 9-10 a.m. We all will be there. What are you saying?
Yeah, definitely I know people will turn up. Not only from Uyo Federal, across board.
Across the country, across the continent.
Across board, yes. All over. Federal capital impact will be there. In fact, all over. Because he's been a man of all. Not only Akwa Ibom man. Talk less of being a Uyo Federal constituency indigene. It's just for all. So I know even if we are budgeting for 2,000, we are expecting more. Because that's the last date.
Absolutely.
Of coming to give him the last respect. So we are expecting more, and we know by special grace of God, God will see everybody through. Okay,
we have a few minutes to say our bye-byes on this program, this special program in honor of Right Honorable Elder Basi Fiometon Eke Bafil. But as we go home, the people in Ibiakuisha, the people in in Uran South 5, of which I'm political leader, are waiting and saying, even the people across the state, across the country, they would at least love us to speak in Bafil's own language. And by so long, I think I'm going to start with you. Taiko no mbunio irongyen. Good mbunio na the way they Friday.
I was the same with J back around.
Where?
I go in some of so maybe suddenly somebody being a yin kiddo. How long yan? A fun to bow to sing a canam. I do what I will meet you now. What chairman? Look who go been to run and yet to what it done now 1 hour more. I will keep my kid, you walk a buffy to that man. I can help him more. I my new tum kitty, my icky, your motum. You walk in no more to you're from run. Keep my own of you tum kintaka buffy. So maybe boy, are free. A word, yeah, you people, bye bye. Get you some, yeah, I see. I saw continue more spirit and Akama.
Amen. Amen.
Yendi told don't be told yet back when you have said no, the told who came in. I don't want to live anymore, Kama. Now to be from you when I take it from the
Amen.
Jesus.
Amen. A doctor.
I tell you, for my mother, I tell you, Nam probably okay, Yenakan Abon.
The Wuran.
Yes, pass it to make it a general. The 1 Tamuran, pass it to make it a war, always so, 1 power. Mr. Yonko, the Toran, carrying on Kuso. The mid basset at the very. No patre itese mmedote basi benero tamani kubafu na mesno jom fianko me to kanyen me porque na me de hoke ke di fan bafi tembo social na no dem fo to say no di mini bona basi tam bonadi basi dem fe.
Amen. Amen. So so fine, please to leave this leg of the program. Dr. Enquiry, planning committee member for the burial of Right Honorable Elder Basi Efiongetemeke Bafil. Many thanks. It was very nice having you, Bishop.
Thank you.
Thank you. Say me well to Madam.
Thank you for having
Very
me.
nice. And Barrister Udwak Efiong, we're together at the Central Planning Committee. I'm sure they are still there. Before a stick talk 8 in Uyo, Nigeria, I'm going to take a short break. And before that, let me just quickly remind you, okay, I'm even going to be playing a jingle that DSTV program, the return of 20 questions on DSTV is on Wednesday, as I said, 11 a.m. and repeat is on Saturday, 6 p.m. ADBN channel 258 on DSTV, and of course channel 140 on Star Times. Okay, short break. We're back in no time. Stay with us.